Hello everyone and welcome to another unboxing video. This time we're going to be unboxing and taking a look at the Medawatch Revival version. So this came out along with the Medabot dim, but it isn't as nice as the standalone version, but we'll get to that. So we'll just lift it out of the case and we have the protective tissue paper covering it. So we'll get that out once I can get it out of the box. There we go. Oh, almost put it back in. So this came up for pre-order, I think it was back in April, and it was released about a month ago. So there we go. And it's quite a nice box. Like, it's got kind of like a gold labeling there. It's kind of nice. And it says Medarot Revival on the sides with Kabuto and Rakusho. I think that's his name. It's been a while. I used to be really into Medabots as a kid and kind of haven't thought about it until April this year when this came up for pre-order. So since I pre-ordered this, as I said, it comes with the special Vital Bracelet dim, but because I like the standalone packaging, I just got the standalone one as well, and it's the one I'm currently running on my Vital Bracelet, so that's pretty nifty. So first of all, we have these little stands and displays for the medals, and yeah, they are surprisingly heavy. Like, I didn't expect it to be heavy, I just expected like little light bits of plastic. I mean, there are also a lot of them, and I guess individually they're not, I guess they're a little bit weighty. But they actually, I can't really work out what material this is, if it's plastic or metal. It's definitely, like, it feels like metal but just a little bit softer, and it's got like, it feels cold, like it's cold to the touch like metal would be. So you get all these medals for the Medawatch, and they all fall out if you hit them like that. But yeah, so as I said, I haven't really thought about this franchise for a long time. I used to be really into Medabots as a kid. I used to like the anime, and there was a web-based browser game, which I was reminiscing with my neighbour about the other day, where you could kind of build your own little Medabot character, and that was pretty cool. So yeah, we have a stand where we can display it, and of course we have the Medawatch itself, which is really stuck in the plastic. So I'm going to have to really give it a shove out of there. Yeah, that is really firmly in there. There we are. And here is the Medawatch itself, which is not really like a virtual pet. It's kind of like a more detailed version of the CSA Digivices, I guess. It has a screen, but it's not really as much as a toy as, say, the Vital Bracelet or any of the Digivice toys. It's sort of, as I said, it's like a CSA. Oh, it's backlit though, that's pretty cool. And it does have time. So that's more than I was expecting. Okay, so this one would be next. And the time is 8:12. I mean, I think there was a backlight. There definitely looked like there was when it started it up. Okay, so far it's more than the CSA Digivices. Someone said that it was just more or less a display piece, but it is nice that it shows the time. And it plays music. It sounds like the one from the Game Boy game that I'm playing at the moment for it. Now, where do I put in I think it's, remembering the show, this lifts up. Hey, my memory serves me correct. So you put in one of these medals. Let's just go with the first one. And how does this go in? Like this? Yes, like this. So there's a little pointed bit of plastic there to show you. And I think this is a little Kappa one, so I chose well. And then you click it in, transport. Kapabot, I think it said. So this is the CSA kind of things where the characters talk, and it's lit up with the background, so you know which character it is. So this is the main character and Medabot and Medaby talking. And you can see the active one is the Kapabot that I just launched, and you can kind of see his name. And you can put on his head, his right side, his left side, and his feet, I would assume. Same as the game. Okay, and you can see what he's wearing. I wonder, can you change them? No, you can just view. Unless there's hidden buttons. It seems to just be these three. So that's kind of cool. You can see what he's wearing. And you can remove them. And then let's put in... Who else should we put in? There's a cat one, there's a rabbit, a mouse, a chameleon, a devil baby and an angel baby. What about this dragon-looking fish friend? Oh, so we get Kabuto and then a broken Kabuto one. That's kind of cool. So let's use this one. Little dragon fish lizard friend. Oh, that looks really cool. Okay. The other one said his name. This one screams. Maybe that is his name. Roto. Show me the name again. Okay, he has the hand of Bedo. He's actually horrifying. And you can view the time by that. And that's pretty cool that you can actually view the time. I didn't realize it was actually a clock as well. I guess that makes sense because it's a watch. So I guess you could actually use this as a functional watch that you would wear out. It's probably a little bit too bulky for me to wear out as a typical watch. And I'm not even sure if it'll fit my wrist. The Vital bracelet fits my wrist, but I'm not sure. This one looks a little bit tighter. And it's got these cloth straps, but it looks like it would be a lot it's a lot less likely to fall off my wrist, it looks, because not only do you have oh good, it fits. I have the wrist of a child. Oh, but will the grey one fit? I don't think the grey one will fit. Maybe I don't have the wrist of a child. Ah, success, I don't have the wrist of a child. Or maybe I do. Nope, I have the wrist of a large child. But that's really tight. That's kind of cutting off the circulation. Would not recommend doing that if you are an adult. Because the Vital bracelet fits me fine. A lot of people who are adults said that the Vital bracelet did not fit them. But this is so much tighter. So if the Vital bracelet doesn't fit you, don't attempt to put on this because you'll probably lose a hand. So yeah, that's kind of cool. You could use it as a watch. But it is so bulky. I can't imagine a kid wanting to use this as a watch. Because kids, you know, they're active like I was as a kid. They'll be climbing trees and hanging upside down and bashing things with their wrist, and yeah, it's going to just break. So I probably wouldn't use that. But also, as a kid, I didn't really care about preserving toys. Kind of like, would just break them. It's fine. Yeah, so we'll just put that back together. And we'll take a look at these display pieces, but first we'll look at the DIM card, which I almost forgot existed. So I'm going to actually use this one and put it in the part that the packaging, because the other one I want to keep as my active one because I started with it, and because this one is here now, I can use that, and I can kind of have it on display with my Medabot Classics Plus version that works. It's like a complete collection of all the Game Boy games and Game Boy Advance games, and it's ported to the Switch. So there's the DIM card. It's the same as the one that came in the packaging, but doesn't have the nice packaging, which is, I mean, kind of to be expected. But I do like how the standalone version comes with the packaging like all the other ones. It'd be kind of a little bit disappointing if you didn't want the Medarot Revival and you kind of just got a piece of like plastic holding it in. But that's a lot nicer to display. But it's also kind of a bit sad that this didn't come packaged with that. And yeah, it almost fits. So I guess that makes sense. So yeah, they also give you a lot of display pieces and stands for the medals, which seems like it would take forever to set up because there's so many medals. And then there's the display stand for the Medawatch itself. I'm having, not sure if you can tell, but I'm actually having trouble taking it out of the plastic. There we are. Oh, there we are. And we might take out our little friend there. And there we are. And let's put in... What about this white plain one? Is that just an empty one? Or is that like... It looks like it's got a map on it. What is that? What does Nomadai mean? I think that just means it's blank one that you can just kind of have in there. That feels kind of like a random thing for me, because if you didn't want to have one in there, surely you just wouldn't have one in there. That seems like a weird display choice. Logically, I would have thought that displaying like this would be how you want to display it, not like that. That feels weird. Apparently it's also this way, like it doesn't fit in, which again is also a weird choice because the Medarot logo is this way around. Oh, I guess you display it like that. That makes sense. So then, just a matter of attaching it like this, and you've got yourself a nice little display piece for your watch that fits the wrist of a small child. Let's tighten that up a little bit. There we go. I should have tightened the blue part up. So it's meant to be quite tight on this plastic display stand, is what I'm hearing. I should have probably attached it the stand after putting it on the display piece. And now I've slipped it off. Am I just terrible at this? So maybe that slots in there. I'm probably just terrible at this. And that slots in under there. There we go. And hopefully... And there we go. Not attached at all. I wonder what I'm doing wrong here. I feel like this should be tighter together, but I can't force the plastic together anymore. Like, it is slightly stretchy plastic, but yeah, actually it doesn't flex down that much. So it feels like it's a weird sizing choice. Or maybe, am I doing it upside down? No, I'm not. Okay, so let's try this again. Maybe if I remove this, it'll be easier. Yeah, that seems as tight as the blue thing will go, the blue part of the band. So I don't really know what I'm doing wrong with this part of it. Feels like it doesn't actually do up when it's in the when it's on that, which seems like a weird choice. And I've definitely got it around the right way because I would assume that that would connect to that. So maybe it just isn't meant to be done up when it's in the stand, which feels like a weird choice, to be honest. Oh, and of course we have our very important instructions. Yeah, so we have a bunch of ways to display the, I almost said dim cards, not dim cards, the medals. So let's open this up and take a look. I'll get my bottle bracelet out of the way. I can imagine that they, just from what I'm seeing right now, just looking at the bag, this looks incredibly fiddly to put them all together. But let's do a couple together and see how that goes. See how terrible I am at putting together toys for children. Alright, so that stands upright, which is kind of cool. Stands like that. And... or maybe it doesn't. I have no idea. Okay, so I think that, I'm not sure what those parts are for, but I think that they don't actually need the other part, but I'm not 100%, so let's see how that sits. Yeah, that sits perfectly on its own, like this. I'm not really sure what this part is for, and I put the instructions over here. So I have the instructions outline how to use this this mystery piece. Because I thought that would have been the hangy bit. The instructions give me any... no, just how to take the batteries out. And it has a survey and instructions for online, like you go to online, you scan a QR code or go to a web address, and there are instructions for the Medarot. So yeah, I guess they're not as fiddly as I thought, but it's just a case of putting them all on that one single stand, and then you've got these bits of plastic, I guess, which I don't know. Or maybe there's like a little thing here. Oh, I guess that. Okay, that makes it stand together less. I guess when you have one on each side, it kind of... but surely there's not enough of these to have two on each. I have literally no idea what that's... I guess if you want to join them together? I don't know, that feels like a weird... that feels weird. I don't know. Yeah, let me know in the comments how badly I'm messing that up. Because surely that does... it stands fine on its own. I don't know, it actually stands worse with the little extra bits. So I think that actually looks fine, honestly. But yeah, so that was a brief look at the Medarot Revival. Did you get one? Are you interested in getting one? Let me know in the comments, and if you could tell me what these are for, if I was using them correctly, or if I've just missed the point of them completely, let me know in the comments and teach me a thing. And yeah, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!